Shalom, call Lam La Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kodash, Yahweh being the name of the true Heavenly Father, who the world so ignorantly calls God, not Yahweh, not anything else outside of Yahweh, not Yahuwah, not anything that you choose, because when your mom named you, you didn't let your boss or your friends call you whatever the hell they wanted to call you, right? So, of course, the name has importance. And his only begotten son named Yahweh Shai, who the world only calls Jesus Christ, not Yeshua, not any of that craziness. Same analogy I just used. His name is important the same way your name is so-called important, So, double honor to the Apostle Jim, Shalom to Yaakov, and faith, doing the work in truth and sincerity. We got the word precursor, and Lord willing, this lesson's edifying. It should be a quick hit, straight to the point. Precursor, brothers always bring this word up, so I want to go into the definition and just show different examples, because sometimes brothers talk about things so often and we don't really, not that we don't really, absolutely not, but I'm saying, it might go over your head, the word precursor or anything a brother might say, So the definition of precursor is a person or a thing that comes before another of the same kind, a forerunner, so it's here, instead of my words, let's get examples. I'm going to define it, through the spirit, but let's see what Esau has for us. The AI machine. So they're showing like educational stuff, not the actual meaning. That's a whole different precursor. But long story short, in the definition it says that comes before another. What do prophets do? Prophets prophesy. And the word prophet means to say before, right? So if you're saying something before, you're precursing something, because it's a person that comes before another of the same kind, so you, or a thing. What's that thing? The thing is what's to come, and the message, The second definition is substance from which another is formed, especially by metal. All right, yeah, that's the definition they were trying to show us. That ain't what we looking for, But, long story short, the times we're in right now, everything's precursed, man. Everything is visible. Nothing is far-fetched. If anyone is acting as if the things we bring out through the Spirit and the Scriptures are far-fetched, and the Spirit is just simply not with them, or they're sold out. It's that simple. You can't be that blinded, because why I say this is because you have people in the world, you have people that's outside of truth, you have heathens that understand the thing that we bring up. You might be on a Neuralink, like social media posts, and you're reading the quotes, you're reading the comments, and people are like kind of, in the spirit. They're not in the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, but they kind of understand. Some of them be seeing it. Some of them be like, knowing what's going on, like Alex Jones per se. That's I don't know if he a Jake or not, but he not in the truth, but he could perceive the MOTB, man, for example. So let's get right into it. I want to open up with this scripture right here. Matthew 24, verse 42, therefore stay awake, for you do not know what day your Lord is coming. So with that being said, we need to be keeping watch. How do we keep watch? We keep watch by staying vigilant, by listening to brothers' lessons, speaking of myself first and foremost, remaining in the spirit, abounding in the ministry, going out on the highways and byways, doing your sit downs, whether it's maybe talking to a brother, catching up, because when you do things of that sort, it's not like you're wasting time, When you talking to a brother, more than likely, y'all going to talk about, a prophecy. Y'all going to talk about something through the spirit, something that keeps you grounded. And it's important to do these things, because in this flesh, it's so easy to just wither, And obviously, if a man withers away with the will of the Lord, but it's easy to wither in this flesh, to get lukewarm, So you got to keep toiling this thing. And it's all the will of the Most High, of course. So this is, that's not what I want to bring out first. This is precursor number one. And not that these are going to come in the chronological order that I'm bringing them out, but this is just, I just feel like this is the build-up in my spirit, to bring this out. Book of Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. Who is Jacob? Jacob is Israel, the descendants of Israel, the 12 tribes. It says, I'm going to get it real quick, but he shall be saved out of it. More so the elect. That's who the Lord's dealing with right now. 2/3 of our people are going to be, cast away, and we're going to get that as well. But I want to get, bear with me. Alas, for that day is great, so there's none like it. I was going to get the scripture. It just left me. go to Zechariah chapter 13 real quick. That's not what I wanted real quick, but we'll bring this out. Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. And it shall come to pass. Oh, okay, that's what I wanted. To call on Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Judgment shall begin at the house of the Most High. Con. 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17. For the time is come that judgment, Mashapatnyam, must begin at the house of the Most High. Who's the house of the Most High? Israel, man. And even so, more closer, this is how serious this truth is, man. This ain't no patty cake, patty whack, nothing, man. Judgment's gonna start with people in the truth, man. That's why you already be seeing men fall out. You be seeing, I'm not saying everybody that passes is gone out because of, the Lord's not happy with them. There's some brothers that go out because the Lord wants them to be restful. Wants them to be in rest and wants them to escape what's to come in these things of that sort. But you might see judgment on somebody that fell out, or someone that's wicked that you didn't know, or something being exposed, But right, that's how serious this thing is. The Lord ain't no hypocrite. The Lord he gonna start with his first. And it's we're gonna get that too. If judgment shall be at the house of the Most High, what shall be the end for the rest of the world? Roughly paraphrasing. But I'm gonna roughly paraphrase that scripture, man. There's a scripture that says, if judgment shall begin at the house of the Most High, pretty much what the rest of the world gonna get, man? They gonna get pure hell, man. And if Jake tripping. Salakia, I'm moving too fast, because I'm trying to not forget to go to Zechariah 13 and other scriptures. It's in the same scripture right here. It says, and if it first began at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? So for 2/3 of our people, which we're going to get right now, and the rest of the world, what shall the end be? The end shall be what we're going to get into, which is these precursors, man, which it ain't no game. And it's all visible and it's all realistic. It's not far-fetched. It's not fear-mongering. Through the fear of the Most High, we persuade men. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. If you have a pie chart and you take out 2/3 of it, that's about 66.6%. So that's majority of the pie. 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. Not saved, dead, but 1/3 shall be left therein. So the Lord's going to reserve the 1/3, whether they be risen up from the dead, first fruits, or whether, they make it, out of Babylon or out of the out of this destruction, not tasting of death, or being scarcely saved, And I will bring the 3rd part through the fire, and we're going through that fire, right? Well, Lord willing, I'm a part, and we're a part of that 3rd part, to be a remnant. I will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. When you're purifying these metals, it's not easy, man. I don't like what it say, pressure bust pipes and it makes diamonds. These precious metals, which the Lord equates us to, the Lord calls us as precious stones, man. They're not, when you see them at their final form, it's not because they just fell out the sky like that, or they just came out the mountain like that. They had to go through various conditions, whether it be polishing and cutting and all that good stuff. So that's what the Lord is saying, man. We're going through that walk right now. This walk ain't easy. Why? Because we know a lot more. It says the more a man knows, roughly paraphrasing, the more vexed he is through the Spirit. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people. They shall say, the Lord is my power. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is our power. I want to get this real quick, Lord willing. I didn't even intend to pull out this many scriptures, but the Spirit is on me. 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 18. I should have just went down to verse. If the righteous be scarcely saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? In other words, they're not going to appear, man. They're going to be disappeared, and they're going to have to be brought back. Unless they have the first fruits of slavery, man. So let's go into another precursor. So that's Jacob's trouble right there for you. And if you need examples, and if you don't believe this, just check out what's going on in the West Coast. Just check out what's going on in any warm state. it's pure homelessness, man. And the only thing that keeps a society glued together and a society intact is, of course, the Most High, but secondly is the middle class. When you don't have a middle class to separate the rich from the poor, it's all out chaos. That's why you see Haiti the way it is. That's why you see Venezuela the way it is. That's why you see all these developing shit countries the way they are. There is no class structural setup, you know. And then don't think about the wicked leaders and laws and implementations, you know. So yeah, not only do you have nothing but homelessness in California, you have crime at an all-time high. Okay, yeah, crime is at an all-time high, but the policing is at an all-time low, you know. So this is just, if you can't see it, you're not meant to see it, you know. Brothers know what's going on. Look at New York, look at Florida, look at anywhere, man. Look at Texas, Arizona. And then you have an inflation problem, right? Where the society's crumbling and most people can't afford to live the lifestyle that they intended to or hope they could or used to. And you got more people flooding in. More you know, they call them illegal immigrants and this, that, and the third, but you know, they took the land by force and violence themselves. So yeah, look, you got more people coming in trying to come here and live a better life, not knowing that this place is over. But you got to understand what Babylon does and what these other people are seeing. Not only their country is so bad, so bad here is considered decent for them, you know. It's not the same bad as somebody that's from here and used to this. But long story short is Babylon pushes propaganda that this place is thriving and it's only going to keep thriving forever. So why wouldn't they come here? It's like, in the head of an immigrant, it's never too late to come to Babylon. You know, as long as you get here, that's a plus. That's like winning at life. You see, that's why Jake be thinking they saved, man. They in Babylon. They've been in Babylon too long. You seeing palm trees and good weather and structure and the big, you seeing Times Square. You got New Year's party, 4th of July. You so damn satisfied, you think you saved. Them people that's struggling in Venezuela and Haiti, they don't, or wherever the hell it may be, you know, they don't think they're safe. You think Gad and Reuben, that's in those what they call them reservoirs? You think they in there talking about they're safe? Come on, man. So this is another precursor. Moving on to another card that's on the table. You know, there's more than 3 cards on the table, but there's a big 3 though. You know, through the spirit, I say that speaking as a man. You know, you got Jacob's Trouble, you got the MOTB, and you got World War III. You know, so, and then guess what? Now, yeah, there's 3 prophecies, like I just said, but you got prophecies within prophecies. So you have like a plethora of things that are coming, man. It says a time like never before. So this scriptures, the book probably can't even contain, you know, the book probably can't even contain everything that's about to happen, man. Shit's about to be, you're not about to be able to explain these things in your own words. Things, you're going to need a new body to perceive and to percept these things. You won't be able to explain these shits. But hey, the scripture already told us what it's gonna be like, man. So we're expecting it, you know. But these people of the world, they're gonna be, they're just, it's just gonna be eyes open, man. They're gonna lose their vocal cords. They're gonna be beyond shocked, and we're gonna be like, we told you so. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, straight to the point. It's another precursor. And he calls it all, both small. So that all going into show you, you know, majority of the world, man. Everyone outside the elect, you know, because our visitation is not gonna come up on, or it's gonna come up on all the world, but the elect ain't gonna fall into it, man. The elect ain't gonna be tempted. They ain't gonna be rattled. Both small and great. So if you big dog, you small dog, you know, you head honcho, you not head honcho, free and bond, in prison. Whether you may be free, house arrest, whatever the case may be. Rich and poor, Salakia, I didn't read that. You know, so whether if you big dog in your bank account or not, rich or poor, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads. So you already have these things in place. And let's show a precursor of that. And before I show the precursor, there needs to be Let me show the precursor of like Jacob's trouble. California homelessness. And then, come on, man, just open your news. You see nothing but gun violence. People dying every day. So yeah, these people make houses out of the sidewalks, and guess what? They're not being moved. They can't be moved because it's damn near about to be more of them than others. What you gonna do? You gonna kill them, or you gonna put them in the ocean? So yeah, visa tap. You have to understand, these things are already in place, and they've been in place for years. All you have to do with a device like this is just change the not only the algorithm, it's just change the system. You don't even have to change the system. You just have to like reboot it. As long as they know, man, hey man, these things are here. This is a precursor. And then even at the bank, you could do that at the bank ATM. Watch this. Bank ATM tap. Now you could do it at the bank, man. And you don't think these things are gonna be implemented everywhere? Where I heard something about eye security. Eye security. Earlier this week, people are using eyes to So you gotta understand, all these things been in place, man. You got these fingerprint unlocks, all these crazy, draconian, high-tech measures, man. And that's this B system, man. Just getting ready for the MOTB. So those are just small precursors. The last but not least, Revelation chapter 11, verse 14, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. That word woe goes into destruction. And when you go through history of the Bible, you read Revelation chapter 9, you understand that the word woe, and it says woe, is war, which, all the world knows because that's a part of history that shapes, the future. And this third woe is going to shape the future. It's going to destroy this place. And guess what? The Lord going to come and destroy all those that are going to war. Like it says in Joel chapter 3. And then guess what? The future is going to be Yahweh Shai's kingdom. So yeah, to back that up, this is another precursor in the book of Matthew chapter 24. Verse 6, it says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So the end is definitely on the way, but it's not going to be yet. It's still got to be more prophecies within prophecies popping off, man. And if you haven't heard of rumors of war, your eyes and your ears are just closed. You got Russia, Ukraine going at it, Taiwan and China going at it, Babylon and the Medes going at it through money. This is called a proxy war. You got Israel prepping up. Iran is on point. India's damn sure ready. Korea been ready years ago. So all the men are prepared to battle, man. They're being called. They're being primed up to mess this place, Babylon the Great, up. But with that being said, Lord, this is edifying, straight to the point. Shalom.